and today we're going to talk about one of the most mysterious and creepy roller coasters in the whole world. And this is where we need to travel all the way over to the northern regions in Germany. And yes, this roller coaster is located in a theme park called Hansa Park. And yes, this park is home to some very mysterious yet creepy looking roller coasters. And the roller coaster I'm going to be talking about today is called Flucht von Novgorod. Well, the name of this roller coaster is in German, but it translates to Escape from Novgorod. Now, what's really mysterious and creepy about this roller coaster is that half of this roller coaster's layout is located indoors, and we don't really know what happens in there. And these secrets are quite hard to find on the internet because the park doesn't allow on-ride filming. So now the only way to find out what's really happening on Flucht von Novgorod is actually riding the roller coaster or listening to this review. And now first of all, let's go into the nerdy details about this roller coaster. Let's cover the stats real quick. Flucht von Novgorod is actually part of a very popular roller coaster model called the Eurofighter coaster. These Eurofighter coasters are really known for having a quite compact thrill coaster layout, but this is not the case for Flucht von Novgorod. Now the manufacturer behind this roller coaster has one of the most German names I've ever heard, and that is Gerstlauer. Now the whole roller coaster track on Flucht von Novgorod has a total length of 2,296.6 feet, and that is 699 meters. And Flucht von Novgorod may not look like the biggest roller coaster, but the total height of this one is 131.2 feet, and that is 40 meters. This roller coaster hits a maximum speed of 62 miles per hour, and that is 100 kilometers per hour. And the coaster actually hits that maximum speed with one of the best moments on this roller coaster, so stay tuned. And Flucht von Novgorod only goes through one inversion, and that's quite exceptional compared to the other Eurofighter roller coasters. And now before boarding this roller coaster, you're completely immersed into the scenery and theming of this roller coaster. The only thing you can see on the outside is a large tower and then part of the roller coaster track. The queue line of Flucht von Novgorod is heavily themed and quite creepy. The queue line can be a tight squeeze for bigger people, but it is still filled with practical effects and jump scares. For example, you have a finger chopping machine and also a chandelier almost falling on your head. And now let's talk about the complete ride experience on Flucht von Novgorod. And now, given that this is a Gerstlauer Eurofighter coaster, you have these very compact roller coaster trains where you have 2 rows with 4 riders. Once you board this roller coaster, the gates open and then you turn into a dark room where you have a show scene. This is where you have a short show scene to the right where you have a projection of a knight, and then he starts to sing and the music just intensifies. The coaster then slowly goes to another short show scene where you have some practical animatronics. In a deep voice, the animatronic says something in German, and then the rest of the room starts to burn. Then the gates open in front of you, the roller coaster train dips down, and then it goes through one of the best and most intense launches in the world. In complete darkness, the ride accelerates to 100 kilometers per hour in just 1.4 seconds. The coaster aggressively turns to the right, goes outside and up into an aggressive airtime moment. And the crest of the hill is so sharp that it gives strong ejector airtime at the top. Now beware, the official point of view from Hansa Park is actually a much slower ride experience than in real life. The train then flies into a very smooth and fast-paced wave turn. Then after that, the riders can experience a very forceful turnaround section called the figure 8. This turnaround section is quite unique for a Gerstlauer Eurofighter, and on top of that, it is quite forceful on these turns. Next up is an awesome hardline roll that flies over a building. This inversion is awesome because it combines some whip and hang time. After this, the roller coaster hits the brake run, and this is where the coaster goes inside, and then you might think the roller coaster experience is done, but not quite. The roller coaster slowly goes up a vertical lift hill, and halfway through the roller coaster stalls, and then you look to the right, and this is where you can see the creepy animatronic yet again. He says something very creepy in German yet again, and then the lights flash and you start to go up the lift hill yet again. And when you hit the top of the lift hill, prepare for a 97-degree beyond vertical drop indoors. The lights flash, you fly down this drop, giving strong ejector airtime. And then in complete darkness, the roller coaster yet again flies through a whippy wave turn. The profiling on this wave turn is very intense because the pullout gives a great amount of whip, Then in complete darkness the roller coaster suddenly breaks. Then the coaster has one last awesome jump scare section. The coaster quickly floats through this small airtime moment, and while going through this airtime moment you can hear a loud bang. The lights flash and you can see the creepy scarecrow right above you. The train quickly hits the final brake run, and that puts an end to this awesome ride experience. Flucht von Novgorod is overall really a very mysterious yet awesome roller coaster experience, and this really is a one-of-a-kind attraction. One of the most important things to mention about this roller coaster is that the ride experience is very smooth, and that's quite exceptional because many of these Gerstlauer Eurofighter roller coasters are known for being quite rattly and rough. It is often mentioned that the first row on these Gerstlauer Eurofighter coasters are often a bit more rattly compared to the second row, and while Flucht von Novgorod is by far the smoothest Gerstlauer Eurofighter in the whole world, I can tell you that. You can feel some small vibrations in the front row, but in the back row you can't really feel anything. And now I think it's time for you people to hear my final verdict on this roller coaster. Flucht von Novgorod is overall just an amazing roller coaster experience. This coaster has everything from the immersive theming to an awesome roller coaster layout. And while the pure roller coaster layout is not out of this world, but the indoor sections, dark rides and the creepy theming makes this experience way better. The best elements on this roller coaster is first of all the very intense launch into the darkness. After that you got the amazing airtime hill, the whippy hardline roll, and then the awesome beyond vertical drop indoors. And when you combine this awesome and very smooth Gerstlauer Eurofighter with a lot of theming and creepy elements, you have a spectacular roller coaster. And that's why I'm gonna give Flucht von Novgorod a 9 out of 10. And while Flucht von Novgorod rides even better in 2025 compared to when I first tried it in 2020. And this may be a big surprise for some of you, but Flucht von Novgorod is actually way smoother than Kernen. And even though the bulky over the shoulder restraints can be quite isolating for tall people, it isn't really a problem on Flucht von Novgorod because the roller coaster is that smooth. And now you've finally made it to the end of this video. If you really like roller coaster or theme park videos, be sure to subscribe to my channel, that would be awesome. Now at the end of the day I'm always gonna say bye bye.